Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be jumping into the top 5 coins I believe are worth looking into at the very least with their most recent dips. So what I did is jump through the loser section of the last week, taking advantage of the biggest sales in crypto, the coins that I believe are hugely undervalued, and that's going to start with the very first one, Hedera Hashgraph. This is definitely a coin I've talked about in the past on the channel. It's always done fairly well in the videos. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a brief update on Hedera Hashgraph. I still think it's a great buy, seeing a 7% decrease just in the last 24 hours. The last week has about been a 12 to 13% increase as you see here, but for the most part, like I said, we are seeing decreases in the last 24 hours for Hedera Hashgraph H-bar, pushing it all the way down to $4 billion. And we actually were just recently at $5 billion. So it's great to see that market cap kind of lowering before so that we can actually jump in at this lower price point before it skyrockets. I do want to jump into a little bit of the Hedera really news before we jump into the next coin. So we actually see Hedera fueled by H-bar, the world's greenest cryptocurrency. And that's pretty much all this tweet sums up. And that's the important part of this tweet, though. The greenest cryptocurrency is definitely something institutional investors are looking to invest in. So it's definitely a positive to see H-bar on top of that. We also jump into the next tweet, and this one talks about the Hedera Governing Council has allocated $5 billion of H-bar in an effort to incentivize fund the expansion of its ecosystem via the H-bar Foundation, an article on Yahoo Finance. So if you guys actually look here, it says $5 billion. Obviously, the market cap down to $4 billion. So you can see people complaining it's only $4 billion now. Obviously, this is going to continue to be volatile. It's going to go up and down depending on Hedera's market cap. But I do want to talk about the next one in line. That's going to be Fetch. So Fetch.ai is going to definitely be a spot on this top 5 that makes perfect sense to be investing in, with a 6% decrease in the last 24 hours and about a 14 to 15% decrease in the last week. You can see that the trading activity is still 50% buy, 50% sell. So we may not see it, just jump up in popularity. We may not just see, a massive push any second. But when we do see the push, I do think it's going to be a very solid push, kind of like the Solana push, kind of like the Filecoin push, and so many more that we've seen in the past couple of weeks. I do believe, like I said, Fetch is a great coin with great utility. If you guys don't know what FET is, it is an Ethereum token that powers Fetch.ai, a decentralized machine learning platform for applications such as asset trading, gig economy work, and energy grid optimization. Fetch.ai, first decentralized finance application, helps Uniswap users automate trading according to predefined conditions. This is absolutely huge, and you can see that the market cap's only at $607.6 million right now. A long way to go before we have any troubles of that, 3 to 5 to 10xing overnight. So just keep that in mind. And I do want to jump into Fetch.ai. Has a couple different tweets here that keep me very bullish. So they have great announcements, it seems like, every single day on Twitter. A quick weekend reminder that Fetch AI's Coinbase Earn program is up and running still. So if you guys want to earn, I think it's $3 for free, go to Coinbase. If you guys aren't signed up, by the way, with Coinbase, I do have a referral link down in the description below. They have a lot of these kind of earn campaigns that are free to actually get involved with. You get $3 of just a bunch of different coins, and you can also learn a little bit more about them. So it's very cool that Coinbase is putting Fetch.ai on board. I do want to take a look at the next tweet. So this one talks about following the successful Fetch.ai stake migration from Ethereum to mainnet, you have been asking how to stake tokens to earn the high 20% rewards that are currently available. So they actually give you a link and explain exactly how to do so. By the way, guys, 20% rewards, absolutely massive. You can't find that pretty much anywhere else. Polkadot's, fairly high at around 10 to 15%, depending. But Fetch or FET is doing an insane 20% rewards. So take advantage of that if you guys do hold FET. Jumping into the next one, I talked about this coin a little bit in the past. It's Iota. It's one of those coins I still believe is very undervalued. Another very green cryptocurrency. And you can see here in the last 24 hours about a 4.4% decrease. In the last week, about a 5.59% increase. So you're thinking maybe this isn't a great time to buy. Well, if we look at the last month, we did have a push up to $2.08. And really the last year, you can see that 268 was our all-time high. I think we're still well away from that. And I think, with time, we are going to see Iota push back into the top 25 of the market cap, and we're going to see what happens really with Iota in the next couple of weeks. I think this is, like I said, a coin to look into, and we take a look at their Twitter. They talk about earlier in September, the Iota Foundation, along with 6 other companies, was chosen to support the early stage development of the European blockchain services infrastructure. Really a EU-wide distributed ledger technology project by Cointelegraph, EBSI. So it's definitely a huge deal for Iota to get involved with that project. We can see here we were recently named as one of the 7 providers selected by EU Commission to develop EBSI. Obviously, EU Commission, a very, very big deal. News and information from the European Commission, 1.5 million followers. And you can see that this is, like I said, a huge deal for Iota, the green cryptocurrency, as a lot of people like to kind of call it. We have the next one in line, Polkadot, and I didn't give much of a say on Polkadot because this is just an obvious to me. Anytime you see Polkadot decreasing, it's kind of like Chainlink. Chainlink was one I had to stray away from this time around just because I talk about Chainlink, Cardano. I talk about those so much. I tried to not involve them, or same with VeChain. I tried not to involve those 3 really in this really top 5. I think Polkadot's one that's very, very obvious, worth buying at this $33.94 price. We saw a nice push down to about $33.05. But you have to keep in mind that we are on a 41.7% increase in the last month. This is going to be a little bit more of a risky buy just because, like I said, I don't like buying green market, really green market candles at all. And this is not a green market candle, but, it is a red market dip still at the 3.74% decrease in the last 24 hours. However, you have to keep in mind, like I said, that most recent increase of 7 to 8% in the last week and then 41 to 42% in the last month. But it's just a coin that I think has huge, huge potential. As we talk about, Polkadot is a protocol that enables cross-blockchain transfers of any type of data or asset. By uniting multiple blockchains, Polkadot aims to achieve high degrees of security and scalability. We actually jump into some of the tweets too. Polkadot has a novel take on interoperability that is many years in the making. We decided to unpack the technical and philosophical architecture behind the network, introducing the League of Parachains, a 3-section report. And like I said, guys, we're not going to jump into this. We never really jump into the long tweets here, but I do want to jump into a specific point here in the middle of it. So Polkadot's goal is to thus become the blockchain of blockchains, separating state from application and allowing each L1 focus on its own chain's customability. The L1s outsource security to the mothership. Each nation receives the benefits of a standing army without needing to raise, maintain, and deploy a standing army. And that's kind of the biggest thing here to mention is Polkadot's, doing something special, and it's doing something unique, and that's exactly what you want to see and invest in when it comes to the crypto space. So number 5, guys, this is going to be the last one. We have not talked about this coin much at all on YouTube, specifically my channel, obviously. I do want to say, though, it's definitely worth looking into. And before we jump in, I will say, if you have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on. And let's jump into it. So Tezos XTZ is definitely worth looking into. A $6.27 price point right now, a 5 to 6% decrease in the last 24 hours, giving you a nice solid discount. But you see the last month being a very, very solid 86 to 87% increase. However, I do think this will actually come down a little bit farther. So if you guys are willing to hang in there just to see if you can buy it below $6, might be worth doing. However, I will say for the most part, this crypto space is about to blow up. We know that, coming closer to that November, December months, we are going to see these prices start to increase based on just more people coming into the market, not even on the projects themselves. So keep that in mind. Tezos, by the way, is a cryptocurrency and decentralized computing platform. Its features include proof of stake, consensus, formal verification, which lets developers verify the correctness of their code, and the ability to let stakeholders vote on the changes to the protocol. Tezos block creation processes is called baking. Tezos holders who stake their tokens can receive Tezos tokens as a reward for creating and verifying blocks. So there is staking involved, and that's something a lot of people love to hear. They also talk about how Tezos recently recorded over 600,000 transactions in a single day. That's over 50% of Ethereum's daily volume. So we're seeing so much growth in Tezos, whether it's, the ecosystem, NFTs, DeFi, gaming, and so much more. We actually also have more of an update on the KuCoin wallet. I can never pronounce this correctly if you guys want to help me out in the comments, but the wallet itself, shiny new look and feel, and it's 2.0. So the 2.0, like I said, version has come out, redesigned user experience, new NFT section, and new Discover feature as well. You can actually check it out at KuCoin.app. It's definitely, like I said, a great wallet to actually use and utilize when you're working with Tezos. It's, continuing to get better and better, and that's one thing that we love to see here in the crypto space. If we actually jump back to the market, I do want to look in the market before we jump into the end of this video, but you can see that there are a lot of losers during this last 24-hour period. If you actually take a look at the losers list, there's so many great coins, whether it's Anchor, Theta, VeChain, Chiliz, Cardano, just so many great coins that have huge potential. So there is always going to be an opportunity to buy in the red, so keep that in mind. Never use all of your dollar cost averaging money in on those green market candles. Always save those for red market dips that do seem to always come in the crypto space. So keep that in mind. Just be patient, be smart, and remain on the idea of do your own research. Always do your own research before investing, as I'm not a financial advisor. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. If you guys have not already, by the way, jump over to my Twitter page, twitter.com/cryptoprofitYT. And all you have to do is retweet this specific tweet. So if link hits $40 by October 1st, I will give someone who retweets 40 Chainlink. So all you have to do is follow me as well so I can DM you back if you are the winner. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next one.